Hello, I'm so glad you're here. If you don't know me, my name is Hannah McLeod. I live in Spokane, Washington. The basics about me is I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a Jesus follower, and I am a Beachbody coach, and I'm all of those things, and they're just wrapped into who I am. I'm not necessarily like a fitness lover. I love what it's done for me, but I'm not one of those people who like loves sweating or is like all about nutrition. No, I am a normal, everyday girl who's just found something that she loves and is sharing it. So how I got started, it came at me in so many different ways. I mean, I didn't realize that I had already done some Beachbody programs, T25, Insanity, P90X throughout the years. I had tried them with friends just because they had DVDs. I didn't realize they were under the Beachbody umbrella, so I already kind of knew I liked those things. Then pretty much I was just watching some friends who were doing it, but my big aha moment was just seeing two different friends doing it. One is the girl that is now my coach, just kind of watching her for a year and a half, seeing everything change about her. Physical transformation, of course, but I could see her mindset change, her confidence shift. And she was talking about this money that she was making from, doing this. And I'll talk about that in a sec. But I was like, okay, interesting, very, very interesting. But then I had another even better friend get started, not really caring as much about the money in that side, but for the community. And I was like, oh, I can take this opportunity and make it what I want. I can take the business side, which was this friend, and I can take the community side, which was this friend, and I can make this what I want, something that's genuine to me. Because that was a big fear of mine, is that I would sign up and all of a sudden be told you need to do this and this that I didn't feel comfortable with. And so luckily that was never it. So I got started from a coach from the start. I had never tried Shakeology. Honestly, I thought it was a scam, but I was like, you know what? There's a 30-day money back guarantee. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I'm fully taking advantage of that. And I'm going to tell everyone what I think as I go along. And if I like it, I'll tell them that and I'll invite them to do it with me. And if I don't like it, I'm going to tell them to stay clear of all this. But within 3 weeks, I was hooked. I was hooked on Shakeology and just how it made me feel. I've always struggled with digestive issues and they were gone. I can't claim like Shakeology is some cure. It's just dense nutrients and it has probiotics and a digestive blend. So it makes sense that my digestion kind of got on track when I introduced that daily. Just what's one delicious chocolate shake each day. I was drinking it for breakfast back then. Now I have it as my afternoon sweet treat because as a stay-at-home mom, being home all day with all the food, like I need something in the afternoon or else I want all the unhealthy chocolate. So I go with the healthy chocolate, right? Train of thought. Where was I going? Falling in love with all of it. So Shakeology, loved it. The workouts, I already knew I liked them, but it was so great to have more. Beachbody On Demand Beachbody moved away from the old DVD model and onto a streaming service, Beachbody On Demand. So I had all of the programs at my fingertips. I loved that. I started with 21 Day Fix Extreme because I was already in shape and I saw better results in 3 weeks than I had in years. I was like, oh, I can have abs again. This is crazy. I thought that was something only in my teens and early 20s. When I started, I was 27, 28, and I thought, my gut health problems, the way my body looked that I wasn't really happy with, I was like, this is just what getting older is. No, it doesn't have to be that way. But I was also in love with the community and this team that just welcomed me with open arms. And the thought of these accountability groups checking in, I'm kind of competitive. So if I say I'm going to check in, I am going to check in, right? And so from there, it was just kind of a snowball and helping others get started, not in a weird way, but just saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. I love it. Do you want to do it with me? And I had so many friends who were like, yeah, actually, that sounds great. And then from there, it's just grown and grown. One big change for me was I had a friend who then lost 40 pounds and everything changed. And it was a light bulb moment for me to realize that I can actually change people's lives. And so from there, my goals have grown and just continued to grow. What coaching is. So in short, we don't work for Beachbody. We use the tools that Beachbody provides to live our healthiest lives, to live healthy and fulfilling lives. Show what we're doing. That's a big thing. Coaches, you don't have to use social media, but pretty much that is the best way to show what you're doing in an authentic and genuine way. Cut through all of the social media baloney, right? And show just who we are, what we're learning, what we're doing, what we love, what we don't love, when we're struggling, when we're rejoicing, all of it. just being as real as possible, showing it, and then inviting other people to do it with us and creating opportunities. So it's not just selling a product saying, hey, here's this great product, buy it. It's saying, hey, I'm about to go through this program. I'd love for you to do it with me. The way you're going to do it is you're going to get access to Beachbody on demand. Can I set up a cart for you? I don't say it in those words, but pretty much that's what I'm doing. And then they try it all, and if they don't like it, they can get their money back. And if they fall in love with it, then yeah, they're going to keep going. And most likely they're going to become a coach, if not for the discount, to share it with other people who notice a difference. Like, they don't even have to want to grow a business to just tell a few friends and be like, hey, I really like this. And if they have friends who want to do it, they get paid for that. It's awesome. There's no minimum. There's no quotas. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. So, and then the last part about coaching, it is the mindset and the team. So they suggest, and I would also suggest, reading a book or listening to podcasts to grow your mind. Because if you're not right up here, it doesn't matter what happens with the rest of your body, your life, your finances. If you're not right with your mind, like, nothing else matters. So I work on that. For me, it's a mix of, of course, like Bible study, quiet time, all that, but also like other mindset growth and business growth and all of that, because I care about that too. And I want it all to be together. And then the team really is the best part, and coaches get the best results hands down. There's multiple reasons for this. Part of it is they just have skin in the game. They said, I'm going to be here long term. Who knows what long term means for them, but at least they know they're going to order one more bag of Shakeology or the performance line. And they're just saying, I'm going to give this a shot. And when you say a goal out loud and like declare it to people, it is far more likely statistically that you will reach it. So if you're showing up on social media, you're a lot more likely to stick with it, right? And coaches get the best results just because they have the team behind their back. They know that they have us to check in with. And it's like, I don't know, it's stronger than just like, hey, a little accountability group or one friend I'm checking in with. It's the entire team. And then there's things that you can earn and grow, and trips you can go on, prizes you can earn. And of course that just like spurs us all on top of just the fact that you can make money for doing all of this. Beachbody doesn't guarantee income. It's based on your diligence, effort, and skill, which I love, because that goes back to, there's no quotas. There's nothing that you have to do. You don't have to sell. Like, we're more about sharing anyway than selling. And if people aren't ready, then that's fine. There's no pressure to like force anyone to buy anything from you, because you don't carry inventory. You're not assuming any risk yourself. All you buy is the stuff that you yourself want to use. I personally now have expanded and I use a lot of stuff, but for me, that just started with Shakeology and Beachbody on Demand, because at the time we were saving for a house, it wasn't in the budget. I realized since then, whatever's important to you, you make time for, and you make room in the budget for. But back then, like, that was a big thing for me. And so I just started small until I could start to afford paying for other things. But along with them not like guaranteeing a certain income, they also aren't saying like, this is what you're worth. You can work as hard and as much as you want, and like, the sky is the limit. There is no there's no one holding you back saying, hey, work these hours and I will pay you this much, and after a year maybe you'll get a raise if you like make me happy, right? No, there is none of that. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, and I, as your coach, would be here to help you. I have trainings for you, and I will run with you or I will walk with you. I won't drag you, because this is up to you. You have to want it. But I'm here for you to go at whatever pace that you want to go. I am not about pressuring you into doing anything that you don't feel comfortable with. Of course, I'd love for you to take baby steps out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're not comfortable posting on social media, like your workouts. Could you start with a sweaty selfie or just a picture of your calendar checked off saying like, I did today, right? Can you start small and then grow from there? It's been incredible seeing some of the girls on my team start with very little confidence in themselves, and that's been the biggest thing that's grown and changed about them. It's incredible. So my hope and vision for my team is I want a team of Jesus-loving women who want to glorify God in everything that they do. Another like light bulb moment for me was like 3 years ago when I started. I had a gal a friend who was curious about coaching, and she asked me, Hannah, how do you bring your faith into coaching? And it was a gut check, because at the time I wasn't. I was keeping them pretty separate. I had my faith was over here, my business was over here. If they interlapped a little bit, that was okay, but I was not intentional about it. And now I'm like, oh, no. It is all connected. I pray over my team. I pray over my conversations that I'm having with people. I hold this all with open hands, and I feel like God wants to do big things with it. I don't know if it's because he wants me to speak on stage in front of a lot of people and declare his truth in his name. Maybe that's it. I know a lot of it is just in my social media. I combine my family and my fitness, but also my faith. And I'm always talking about where my true hope is found and where true freedom is found. Yes, time freedom and financial freedom have been awesome. And I've gotten that because of Beachbody, but my true freedom is in Jesus Christ. And that's what matters. And I want to make sure people know that. And I'm not tricking them into this false freedom of Beachbody is going to save your life. No, we know that's not true. So I'm looking for Jesus-loving women, not that other people are excluded, but one, I pray at the end of our team calls. I don't want anyone to be shocked or offended when I do that, right? They should know that coming in. And also I feel typically if someone loves Jesus, they get my heart, because everything that I believe and how I come at things is based on that reality. And if they have that same standpoint, we might not agree on everything, but at least we have something that we do ground ourselves in, that we can agree on and kind of work off of. And so with that, I just kind of want this to be as big as God wants it to be. And part of that is putting myself out there and see what women want to do this with me. And it can be for so many reasons, you guys. It is okay to want more. It's okay to want to create an income for your family. For me, I was able to quit my full-time job at an office where I made good money, and I was able to stay at home with my little boy, which has always been a lifelong dream. But let me tell you, if I didn't have Beachbody, if I didn't have something that was just for me on top of being a stay-at-home mom, honestly, I don't know how mentally I would do. It's always been the dream to be a mom. I love it. I wouldn't trade it, but it is so nice to still have something that I can pursue where I'm helping other people, where I'm connecting to other people. And that even through COVID and all of that, I still have that connection, that community, something that I know I'm helping people with. If you are familiar with the Enneagram, I am a 3-wing 2. The 3 are the achievers and the 2 are the helpers. And that is me. I want to chase after a goal, but I'm also working to not find my worth in that goal. But I also really want to help people. So the combination of all that just drives me in this business. And you don't have to be the same personality type. You don't have to be really any type of this, that, or the other. We have introverts. We have extroverts. I'm actually kind of introverted. I get my from being alone. I love people, but I can be really intimidated by people I don't know. And I'm working through that, and I've grown a ton. We have a lot of 3s and 2s, but we have a ton of 1s and 7s, some 8s, some 9s. People are all over the place in the Enneagram. So don't worry about, you are not excluded and you are wanted here. If you feel like God is telling you, this is something I want you to step out and try. I don't know what it could be for you. Maybe it is more income. Maybe it's a sisterhood of like-minded women. Maybe it's a way to get your fitness on track and stay accountable this time and not have this constant up and down, up and down. Right now, when I'm making this video, it's the end of October and I am finishing the month strong. Of course, I'm going to indulge and today, it's my husband's birthday. We're going out to eat. Am I going to have dessert? Oh yeah, you betcha I am. But it's not that I have to waste my entire day just based off of one event, Halloween. I'm going to enjoy the Halloween candy, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff. I will enjoy, because this isn't just a 3-week thing, a 1-month thing, a 90-day thing, right? This is my life now, and I am committed to living it in a way that takes care of myself, because my body is a temple, not a trophy. And so I'm going to take care of it at all times. So next steps, if you're okay, this sounds interesting, this sounds intriguing, I want to know more, reach out to me. The one thing I don't want you to do not just go online and sign up as a coach on the Beachbody website. You will be assigned a random coach who may or may not reach out to you. Every coach gets to build this business how they want it to be, right? At the beginning, some were in it for money, some were in it for community. Every coach gets to do it differently, but if you sign up and get assigned a random coach, who knows who you're gonna get? So if you feel like you vibe with me, make sure you talk to me so you can get on my team. and we'll chat. We'll get through any questions that you have, because I know you have some. I had a list and I would love to talk through them with you, right? I don't want you to just feel like you're inconveniencing me with these questions. I want to chat through them with you and get through all your hesitations on like, okay, what is an MLM? How do you feel about it? What if my husband's not on board? My husband wasn't on board at first, but in the end, he realized he trusted me. And he didn't necessarily trust Beachbody, but he knew that I was going to be genuine to who I was. If you're worried about how much time it takes, if you can give me like 30 minutes for your workout a day, which is typically shorter than most people's workouts, 30 minutes for your workout and 30 minutes for the business side, like that's what I would love. And honestly, a lot of the business side is just using the time that you spend on social media more intentionally. I no longer just Instagram scroll. I don't have time for that. I'm on there to either create or connect, not just consume. And that's also just helped me and my mindset, because just scrolling can be distracting, it can be toxic, it can be all those things, and coaching has helped me like do away with all of that. And people are, of course, are worried about the money, so we can chat through what it would cost to you, and then also how you make money. Honestly, this whole time I've pretty much made money from the start, and now I have surpassed my full-time income before, and I only see growth in the future, and I know that can be the same for you. Let me like make one thing clear. This is not a get rich quick thing. Everyone can make this work, but a lot of people will give up too soon, okay? I will tell you straight up, probably in the first 6 months, maybe even a year, perhaps longer, I can't say how long it will be, but at least for the first 6 months, you will probably feel like you're putting in more work than like money you're making. You're still gonna be getting things out of it because you'll make some money, and you're gonna be your like happiest, healthiest, most confident self, gaining a team and community. So you're not getting nothing out of it. But the financial side, like this is something that will grow if you put time into it. I've been doing this for 3.5 years, and I did grow it a little bit slower, honestly. You can build it a lot faster than I did. But when I started, I had a full-time job. I had actually like 2 other part-time jobs, and I was a wife, and we loved to host, and like I had a lot of other priorities. And I just didn't do a lot of the things that they told me to do. And that's fine. Like I built it. I'm so proud of the way I've built this business with a firm foundation and all of that. So anyway, all that to say, you don't have to have a ton of time. You don't have to have a ton of money. And you don't have to have a ton of experience in really anything. If you are here willing to show up, willing to work on yourself, and you're teachable, we can work with that, right? And so what would happen is you will get a starter kit just to see if you like this stuff as well. Once again, 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, return it. Like no harm, no foul. At least you tried. Okay, you're not assuming a bunch of risk. You'll get a starter kit. We'll get you plugged into one of my accountability groups just so you see how they go. If you want to run your own after that, great. If you're like, that's intimidating, I don't have time, that's cool. If any of your friends want to join, they're welcome in anything that I do and anything I run. So they can be part of my accountability groups. And then you guys can just be in there together, cheering each other on. I'll cheer you both on, right? I will also get you in my new coach mentorship. I do them once a month typically. And what it is, it's a Facebook group. We check in 6 days a week. I ask for 30 minutes a day. And once again, like if you're trying to build a business with this, like you should try to carve out 30 minutes. For me, I gave up Netflix on my own. That was the thing that I gave up to build this business back when I had a full-time job. And so with that coach mentorship, I'm going to teach you how to build a business, like the tips, tricks, what you should actually do, but also have action steps. So like I'll teach you something, then you'll do something. I'll teach you something, then you'll do something. Because this is a do then learn business. Like you don't want to learn all the things. Oh, and that's one other big thing. If you feel like you're not at a place with your fitness that you'd like to be, don't let that stop you. That's actually the perfect time to become a coach, because you don't need to have all this stuff. We're not personal trainers. We're not like all these professionals. If you are a professional, that's great. You can use this even more because you probably already have a following. But if you don't have a following, you don't have your fitness figured out, that's fine, because we use the tools that Beachbody provides. We are not the professionals ourselves. We use the tools that they give us, and we just do it and invite others to do it too. Okay, so you're doing it with them, but you're not the expert. You don't have to be. And yeah, then we'll just go from there. I am here for you every step of the way. So first step really is reaching out to me. Whatever way that you found this video, if nothing else, go find me on Instagram, Hannah McLeod Fit, and then reach out to me there. I love getting random messages for people. So it's so funny when people are like, oh, I'm so sorry, I know you don't know me. And I'm like, yes, let's chat, okay? So I hope to talk to you soon. I hope that this answered some questions, or at least helped you get to know me a little bit better. And yeah, I don't know. I just hope to see you soon, chat with you soon. This is amazing. I hope that you reach out.